about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, everybody, put your hands up.
Jazzy Joe Entertainment presents
India Mixmasters. Jazzy Joe meets top Indian DJ. Here we go.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Hi everyone, welcome to this web series and new episode of Jazzy Joe meets India's Mixmasters, the web series where I talk to the leading top DJs in India. In each episode, we feature one top leading Indian DJ and we ask him a few questions about his career, his life and his views about music and clubs in India. I hope you will all enjoy and support my humble effort in talking to India's Mixmasters. This time, I'm talking with another one of India's unique and popular disc jockeys. Dear friends, I'm happy and proud to present one of India's premier Mixmasters, as good a DJ as a remixer, and my friend DJ Moody, better known as Moodyboy. DJ Moody or Moodyboy is today quoted as one of the most awesome dance acts in India. Throughout his 20 plus years career in dance music, Moodyboy has been a DJ and a producer who is respected equally in both crafts thanks to years of hard work and unbending dedication to his art and an uncommon versatile talent. With a hunger to move to a totally other level, he is spending more time in production and collaboration currently with a few well-established DJs to create signature sounds of his own. Born in Mumbai, Moodyboy weaves together early influences and creates unique productions that are balanced components of depth, mood, space and atmosphere with groovy progressive tracks and elements of tribal and tech. Presently, he is remixing tracks for artists from all over the world. He has also been playing in clubs all over and is hosting regular radio shows all over the country. Moodyboy is a pioneer of house music and is also known as the legend of tribal progressive house in India. Alright everybody, here he is, India's Mixmaster, very very famous producer now. He's worked with nearly everyone who's at the top of the game in the business abroad, not only in India but big artists abroad also. And I'm very very happy and proud to say, my dear friend, this is DJ Moody, or as he calls himself now, Moodyboy. Hi Moody.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Great to see you.
Yes, I know, it's very good. It's been long. We know each other for so many years, 30 years.
Let's start from the beginning. Right from the beginning of your career, of your passion. Tell me about that. How did you come into the music world, into the DJing passion? How did that happen?
It all started with breakdancing and I was in school.
Okay.
So once I was going in the market, I saw a videotape and they were all dancing. So I thought, what was this? So I saw, I loved that. But then I was getting into the age and I liked music. But it was very hard for me to get into the music because my school, nobody knew anything about the music. Because I live in a place where nobody knows anything about the music. So I was left so alone. I didn't know what was happening, what to do, who to talk about. So I had to go out, buy magazines and all that. But later, because of that, then I got into music. Like that. So all steps.
Yeah.
What happened was, after getting all the music down, when it came to college, then I knew a few of my friends.
Okay.
One was Nihal Khan. I asked him. He said, "Hey, we are looking for DJs." So I said, "Why not?" So that's how I became a DJ.
Okay. And do you remember your first club?
Yes, I do remember. It's called Piano Bar.
Yes, Piano Bar. Yeah. And what were your earlier clubs?
I remember Go Bananas and then Sellers. That's what they were. So Go Bananas It used to be so crazy because in those years I used to play in 2 clubs. Go Bananas. I used to play. There was daytime sessions which started like it was mind blowing, and then Sellers. So what happened? Sellers I used to play Wednesday and Saturdays. That was a big night. But the rest of the night I used to play here. So I was the first kind of DJ I used to travel up and down. Crazy.
Yeah.
It was and we were young and it was mind blowing. So those memories still there. You remember we met?
Yes. I remember I met you at Go Bananas. You know, the first time I met you many years back was at Go Bananas. And I remember you and Akbar used to do so many events together, and you used to be known as Double Trouble, right?
Yeah. A crazy time.
Do you remember your early influences in terms of artists or DJs? Do you remember that?
Yeah. When I started, I used to love George Michael. I used to love pop, and then I was more into hip hop basically. So I used to love like Run DMC and anything hip hop, like Dr. Dre. Anything I got, I was to go crazy. I was like, wow, and I used to just start rapping and all this thing. But that's how I got into it. But the other dance music that's coming out slowly. So then those years, rap was very big.
Yeah, very true.
So that was my initial, and that's how I came into the music. Then how I got into house. Then I heard house, and I totally fell in love with it.
What about Moody? Who kept the name Moody? And then later Moodyboy. How did that come about?
Don't ask.
I have to. The country wants to know. The world wants to know.
Actually, a very old friend of mine, who I was like going out with and meeting friends with, she started calling me Moody. So that's how. And when I was going for shows out, that's how I said I don't want to be called Memo. So I said, "Hey, my friend calls me Moody." They said, "Yeah, that's good." So that's how it became Moody. Then that Moody was continued. Then later on, when I started producing techno, that's how I became Moodyboy. I said Moody will be into like all the other music which I'm playing on the commercial and everything, and Moodyboy can be a different city, but it's same.
Do you remember the Fireball experience? Because I totally remember that, how you rocked the nights and you brought techno music in. Do you remember that time? Tell me about that experience. Tell me about how Fireball happened for you.
Fireball was the best thing happened to me in my life, and that was Delhi. That was the best thing ever happened. What made me is Fireball. When I went there and I saw the people, and it was one of the biggest club ever. Like we had never seen anything like this. 1,000 people at one time, and they're going crazy when you play music. It was amazing. I have never experienced anything like that. You can call it festival, but that club was a different scene altogether. Because what happened when I was playing everybody. When I came into Delhi from Mumbai, everybody was telling me, "Hey, it's gonna be like more of Desi and all." But then I thought of the tracks. So what happened was a lot of those people who were dancing, they came up to me and told me, "Wow, we love this kind of music. Why not play?" I was like, surprised, and I kept playing more.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. Everybody that night, every weekend, the managers and everybody to come and tell me. They're saying that they love this kind of music, what you're playing. And that's how it happened. And I loved it. So that's it. Then that's how house music was going on. Then came techno later.
Yeah. And how did techno enter your control? How did you start the techno movement? How did that happen?
That was, I'm a big tribal freak. Tribal, like when I heard house music and I heard percussion, I went mad. I never heard anything. I have heard, but I was like, what is this? When I heard reel to reel, I think this was crazy. I was hearing CNC Music Factory dropping with all those rhythm.
Yeah.
It was mind blowing. I don't have words because I felt so good. Because of tribal, that's what. So when you hear my tracks now, I have a lot of those percussion playing, everything, because it has a tribal moment, but the tech. So when the music was going on, so all that kept moving. So I was very much in touch with the music, what was happening abroad. So one of my guys who I following was Danny Tenaglia, John Digweed, and all those guys. So whatever that music was coming out, that was hand ahead. now I wanted to get into production, right? So by the time you got into production and everything, and the music was in the head, that's how the techno. So it was moving out from house, then it went into tech, then it got tribal tech, then it became techno. So now it's become like tribal tech, techno. Everything is mixed and it's techno. It just sound little changes here and there, but mind blowing.
But if I ask you for the top 3 venues that you have played at, now you played all over the country, you played internationally, what would those 3 venues be? Apart from Fireball. Fireball doesn't count. Apart from Fireball, what 3 venues?
See, 2 over Bombay, which I loved it, truly loved. One was Go Bananas, and other was Sellers. But third place, which I can say, was Bangalore. Remember, we did some gigs in Bangalore.
Yes, I remember.
It was so amazing. That was one of the first places I saw when I went to play in Bangalore. It was so good because everybody was knew what you were playing and everything, and they would come and say, well, and even they will come, they will come and ask a request, and if you don't have, they will come and give you a CD. He say, yeah, play this. Yeah. So I think that was called the Club in Bangalore.
Yeah, the Club.
Yeah. That third, I think one of my best experiences. Yes,
Ivan used to be rocking at the Club.
A very good friend, like a brother. Crazy, creative guy. Mixing is like amazing. You cannot beat it. Your mixing also. That's why I said like the creative, every part. When you hear when we hear, it's like mind blowing. You cannot make out from one thing to the other. That is what art is all about. Like when people hear you, or Ivan in the matter of Akbar, they were so good.
Yeah, that was our trip. That still is our trip, Our trip is to blend, to mix. The mixing is what we trip on, and the crowd, So that was always there. And another thing, Moody, you have done so much music by now. By now you have done so much music, So if somebody has to find your music, apart from the CDs that have been released, apart from the official releases, if somebody has to find your music, where can they find your music?
You can find on Beatport, where there's then Beatport, there's SoundCloud, everywhere. Yeah. Then there is all the stream places. You can just type Moodyboy and you will get all my music. Sometimes you'll get as Moody. I've done a lot of the Desi remixes which I started off. They are still available, so you can get that. You can go to SoundCloud, Beatport, or just type Moodyboy streams on Google and you'll get everything.
All these remixes that are there now, how did it all begin? How did the production bug bite you? Why you were not content just playing other people's music and rocking the crowd as you did? How did that come into your mind that okay, let me make my own remixes, my own music?
Oh, I was never content to playing other people's music, because when I was hearing other DJs playing, it was in the mind. I said, I should also make music where people will dance to it. And me playing other DJs' song, I said, why? It would be a great thing that I said to other people to play my song. So that's how it happened. And I have to thank Sunny Sarit for it.
Oh, okay.
So because what happened, I was in Delhi when I came to play in Fireball. Sunny Sarit was the one who came, and I wanted to get into production, but I didn't know. I didn't have any clue what to do, what not to do. Because that time, how nothing, you didn't have any information, nothing. So it was Sunny, who I knew Sunny from before, like how I knew you. So Sunny came and asked me, I said, why don't you get into production? I said, oh my God, I would love to do that. So he said, good. Because he used to do, he had started remixes, if you remember. He had this DJ 70, a Roland machine, where he used to do live mixes. Then how? Then I went to him. Then he started telling me, then that was the thing. After that, I started buying music. Then I started buying magazines. I used to get the magazines home. Took it out. How you want to get into music. I was going on everything I was learning. That's how I got into it. Mind blowing. Then after that, it was Medieval Pandit, Gaurav Raina. That's how.
Yes,
yeah. So he and me were a great team.
Sunny is an absolute legend. And I've had the pleasure of performing with him, of seeing his time in Gungru.
You both are the legends, like that. Everybody you used to know. And that time, like, Jazzy Joe from Delhi, it was like mind blowing. We have Jazzy Joe from Delhi, and it was so mind blowing. Here you mixes, everybody like, wow. And we saw all the DJs like, mixing kar rahe. It was mind blowing.
Today you are at the top of your production game. I mean, you have done remixes for people like U2. You have done remixes for Pet Shop Boys, and of course the great Madonna. And not one remix, you've done, 3 remixes for Madonna. You seem to be a hot favorite with her. I mean, what do you feel now, having reached that level? That international level. I mean, I am sure you used to play their remixes, and now you have them promoting your remixes, putting your remixes in their compilations. How does that feel?
Oh, it is out of this world. It's unbelievable. It was a dream.
Yeah.
It was my dream. So people, before, like, if I used to tell somebody, like, I want to do this, everybody used to laugh at me. I have been laughed at. I have been looked down upon. Anybody I say I will do this, they think, what are you talking about? Oh shit. And I will know I want to do. They thought it was impossible. I thought, like everybody used to say. But I don't think so. But if you have a dream, and that was my goal. So I kept working on it. I kept getting in touch with people there, talking to them.
Yeah.
That's how I got in touch. Then I got a manager. That's how everything. But the thing was that I wanted to do it. So I wanted to do it so badly. It was like, no, nothing. In between, I was left with no work. Then everybody said, I cannot. I was not playing commercial music. They said, play commercial. I used to say, no, I will not play any commercial music. But I was getting into production. And I only wanted to do tech. And a lot of time, like, everybody's saying, no. And that time in Bombay, when I came back from Delhi, nobody was playing techno. Everybody was just into commercial. So that was very hard. But that's what it happened with the hard work. I didn't lose anything, but that was hard. I kept going. I said, no, I wanted to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. So, and a friend, Golu, who will help me in that.
Yes. DJ Goals.
Yes. That's what a lot of the Apna old friends have been so good. It's like mind blowing. When he told me, why don't I said, that is what exactly I will do now. And I did, and he was also so happy. That's why I always tell him, I said, Gulu, I didn't want to do it. Initially, I didn't want to get into doing music because that was a commercial value.
But even the industry has changed, Moody. Over the years, there has been so much change in the industry. How do you see that? You think it's for the best?
Yeah, it is for the best, but the industry here, I don't think the Indian industries have gone ahead or better or nothing. I think the production-wise, nobody. I think, see, you can agree with me here because we've been DJing, we've been playing club music. There's never been a one Hindi song they've never catered to a club. You just take out any Hindi track and you play it. You know that it doesn't sound good at all in the club. You have to equalize so much, you have to do so much to get that bass up. Only one or two music directors like A.R. Rahman has done something great. I love the fact that all our DJs, the new DJs and old DJs, what they used to do, and the Bollywood industry has to thank us DJs. It's because of us, their music was played, because we came out with an idea, like you, me, everybody else was DJ, because we used to take that Bollywood song, loop it, then put some beat on it, and we used to play it. And it was sounding good, otherwise it would never sound good. You play it, never sound good. So we DJs did that. That's how that Bollywood started playing.
And what do you think about the copyright issue from someone who began playing with other people's music, and now you make your own music and DJs around the world are playing your songs? What do you feel about the copyright issue? You think it should be there?
Copyright is must, because that is good. And what happens is, see, when I'm doing only music and this is my music, somebody else will pick it up. That's a different thing. So when I play and somebody else, it's your bread and butter, right? What you're doing and what I'm doing. So it's all that. So it's because you have to give the due to the person who's made it. If you've done anything, so we have to give the credit, and we cannot jack. You were the original one who did it. I did the version. That's what. Here we don't understand, but over there we understand everything. See how it's systematic is there. Like when you do a remix, when they come out with a song,
Yeah.
Then there are different remixes. So, and the different remixes is all copyrighted. Even they take a sample. If they take a sample, that is copyright sample, but they take the rights, they take the copyright from them. Because how will all the artists make money on it? Otherwise they will not. So that's how the record label makes money, that's how the artists make money. So it is very important.
What would you say are the future plans for Moodyboy?
There are a lot to do, more achievements, more shows, more music. Basically is to make more music, travel around the world, play music everywhere. It's just that. Make music, play music, make music. You know, I think I told you that I was reading Carlos Santana's biography, and he said, a creative guy will always create something. So that's what I am all about. I will always create. You are so creative because you keep creating every time, and you see, so you will be saying, oh, I did something new. This is like something creative new. So that exactly, and we are all creative. So I will never stop making music. So I've been making music, and I will always make music. No matter techno, no matter anything else, which I like. So I love all the genres. I love desi genres. I love house music. I love hip hop. I love all genres. I don't have anything against it. I love what I'm doing. Like if today, like before I started, production, I started with doing the desi. I don't have anything against desi. If I get anything chance, I will do. Right now also, when the new collaboration is coming, it's with me and Asad. We have done the desi collaboration. That is coming out. So it's music everywhere. What you love. I love music.
And finally, I would like you to give a message for all the young DJs who maybe are people inspired by you, want to become the future Moodyboys. They want to make their own production, maybe, or maybe they just want to rock the crowd. And people who are inspired by you, like me also. What message do you have for people like us?
Just stay true to the art. Just stay true to the music. It's just that when we, like I or you, when we came out, we didn't have any CD mixers. We didn't have anything. But the amount of pain we've gone through, that to mix one song after the other, there's no pitch control. We cannot go plus minus. Remember, only turntable. We've come, and what happened was we used to do hard work. Like every night or before that, we used to be there for so many hours. Now it's okay, you do a set. Oh, okay, that is okay. But that was work. That was all hard work. So now also, but if you do hard work, you just cannot take a set, and there are always like old set. But what happens with, I always believe that when that music, that true music is how will you stand out? Because you have to have your taste. There has to say something, arey, this is Moody, or this is Jazzy Joe playing. So that music has to talk. So that how will happen when you are true to the music, what you're doing, true to the art.
Wonderful words. I'm going to keep that in mind, and maybe one day I'll also become Jazzy Boy.
It would be great. By the way, you are Jazzy Boy. The kind of music you were playing, it was so mind-blowing. If you remember, I remember you playing, and I used to always tell you, I said, wow, it is so brilliantly that how are you getting it. So that was jazzy. That's what I used to call it, a very swanky kind of music. Swankiest club, and music was mind-blowing. Jazzy music. Funky music. Funky. That was so kick-ass. Because you used to make everybody dance. Floor used to be filled. So that is what DJ is all about. You can play anything. It's how you get the people down and play, and you don't have to have DJ mixers and anything else. You can just play with anything. People just talk crap. I feel that, you don't have a laptop. Oh, you don't have We've come from places where we had only tape decks and there was no mixer. We were playing and playing. So we didn't care. So don't care about anything. We need this, nothing. When you need to play music, you can play with anything you have.
Wonderful. It's been a great chat, Moody. I know you're a busy guy. Thank you for taking out so much time. And hope to see you soon, brother. Hope to catch up with you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. It is a great pleasure. Mind-blowing. Thank you so much.
Great. Take care, brother. All the best.
Bye. Thank you.
And now we come to the end of this episode featuring Indian Mixmaster Moodyboy and his insights into his life and love for music. Do tune into our next episode, which will once again feature another Mixmaster who has been rocking India. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel and like and share this video so that others can appreciate these great Mixmasters too. You can also send any questions, suggestions or feedback to this email jazzyvinyl@yahoo.com. For all music lovers and DJs watching, enjoy and get inspired. Till next time, have fun and join the Mixmasters who will rock you forevermore.
India Mixmaster. Jazzy Joe, me, top Indian DJ. Here we go.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.